Hey, and welcome back to this beginner's guide of Path of Exile 2. Sorry, before we get back into the game you have to look at this pretty face for another 30 seconds. I'm sorry for that, but let me tell you that we have completed part 1, 2 and 3, where I have explained to you all the basics of the game. I've explained to you all the mechanics, all the items, how they work. In this video we will complete Act 2, where I will explain to you everything you need to know to take your character to the next level. Without further ado, let's get back into the game. Okay, once you get into your Act 2, you will find your Hooded One first, so you need to talk to him to get your quest line. You will find Zarka. She will be one of the main NPCs in this Act 2, so you will be selling your items to her and also getting quests. Once you receive this quest from Zarka, just go through and find these riders and destroy them. The game, in its best tradition, will try to intimidate you and throw you very difficult NPCs to start with, but don't stress, it will get easier later on. Nothing different, we stick to one side and discover the perimeter of the map. And here we found our riders, so we just need to kill their leader over here. This fight can appear quite difficult because they've got another help from the top of the hill that will throw different spears and arrows, so you have to dodge them throughout the fight. Okay, once you kill the main boss, the rest of them will come down and try to kill you, so be careful there. Because if you die, these items might disappear. Once you're back to your encampment, you can just go and talk to Zarka, and she will give you uncut skill gem. Once you talk to her, you will see that the gates to your caravan is open, so you can just go through ahead and discover the caravan. In my case, I will go back and clean all the location before I continue with my quest. I've been rewarded with a fair bit of gold and rare chest. And also I found another spirit, which helped me to gain another passive skill point and get... Okay, once I've completed the whole map, I will go back to town through the portal and go to the caravan. Once you enter the caravan, the first thing you'll have to do is talk to the Hooded One, and he will send you to talk to another NPC. Once you talk to Asala, you will have to talk to her again, and she will tell you to look at the desert map. Once you open your desert map, you will be able to move your caravan. So instead of walking through the different locations, you'll have to travel via the caravan throughout this map. So if you just press and continue to your quest line, you will travel over there. It takes a couple seconds in the game, so once the caravan stops, you will be able to enter this location. Before we do that, it is a good idea to actually look around your caravan, because this will be your town pretty much in this act. This is where you're going to be accessing your stash, your shop. So Zarka basically replacing Yuna from your first act. Hooded One will be standing over here, and then you'll also have another NPCs. Once you talk to them, you'll be able to buy or sell your items. Here you've got your salvage bench, your well, and your waypoint. Okay, so from now on, you can just continue with your quest line in Act 2. According to your quest, you need to travel to one of these locations. It doesn't matter which you choose first. I decided to go this way, so I will explore this area before going any further. This quest explains itself. You just need to explore Quarry. This is another labyrinth type of location. We're already familiar with those. You just go through and kill everything that's on it. So once your inventory is full, this is our new routine in Act 2. First of all, we talk to Hooded One, identify our items. We go to Zarka and we disenchant items that we can. After that, straight to the bench. Once we're done the bench, we just sell the rest of the items to Zarka and empty our inventory to our stash. Takes us about 30 seconds and we're back to continue our quest line. You will find another type of mine where you can just enter the lift and continue through your quest. I suggest you to discover the whole flow of this mine. You will find some magical and also rare chests. You will find armorous strongbox. I suggest you cleaning all those monsters around it before you approach it. You will find some giants here, and hopefully you can get some useful items for your class. Once you explore the whole level of this mine, you will find the checkpoint and the final boss for this location. This boss can be quite aggressive, however I will just dodge his hits and keep right clicking him. He does deal a fair bit of fire damage, so be sure you avoid that. Also you can equip your fire charm to help you sustain the damage. As you can tell, it can really just one-shot you, so you really need to be sure you stay away from him. Once again, most of the bosses don't deal so much damage with the normal sort of right-click damage, but this one does, so you really need to stay away from those. If you get stuck, here's the tutorial how to kill this boss.
I'll show you insane! Take this! Breathe it in! Run! Die! Die! Stand still! Breathe it in! It's coming! For the king! Slow down! Burn oppressors! For the Watch out! Die! Die!
Okay, so after a few attempts we managed to kill him. Okay, once we kill him we just need to open this cage and talk to this new NPC. Okay, now just don't get confused, you don't have to actually travel with her anyway, you can just go back to Caravan and this is how you progress through a quest. And here you'll find this new NPC, Raizu.
I know what Jaman Ra intends. He intends.
This is just another NPC, you can sell your items to her and also buy some additional items from her that actually is quite useful for our class. At this point of the game, I suggest you to go to each NPC and see if you can improve your class, if you can improve your character, so you can just run through those maps much easier. As for example this one, you can see that she sells some of the 8 items with evasion rating. And now to be able to continue through your quest, you just need to go back to your desert map and travel to another location that is available with a quest mark on it. There are 2 ways you can exit your caravan. It's through this gate over here, or there will be another gate just located at the exit next to your stash. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Over here you will meet Asala. Once you talk to her, she will tell you that the gate is closed and you need to find alternative way to enter the gate. You just need to go back to Caravan. Once you're over here, you just go and talk to your new NPC, Raizu. After that you talk to Asala.
The outcast city, let us see.
And she will tell you about another entrance around that gate. Once you talk to her, you will find another location with a quest mark on it, and you just go over there. Then you will need to go and talk to Shambrain, and she will tell you to use your desert map and travel to the location. We're already here, so we just go out and investigate the location. Once you get out of the caravan, you will enter the cave. Nothing different over here. You just go through it and do your business. Once you find the stairs, you will meet quite difficult monster. Make sure you don't die, because we haven't really got many checkpoints at this stage, so you'll have to go through and kill all those monsters again. You just keep upgrading your character with your newfound uncut gems and continue through this level. Be sure you find this spot where you found a lot of gold and also rare chest. And here we found our first gem cutter's prism. So this is basically just improving the quality of our skill gems, just like we can improve the quality of our armor. As you can see here, quality plus 4% as we have done earlier. We can improve our skills by pressing the right click. Before doing so, we just need to open our skills menu, right click, and from here you can just press on any of the skill gems or your skills to improve the quality of it. Okay, so you can choose any one you want, but I will choose the one that we use the most for the damage, which is the lightning arrow at this stage of the game. So we can just improve that. And if you point over here, you can see here quality plus 5%. Just the same as armor and weapons, you can go up to 20% quality improvement on your skills. You will find some large group of enemies here with some chests, including rare chest. Make sure you don't die over here. You'll be able to skill up and also find some useful items. And here you'll find another checkpoint. Just continue through, you're not too far from ending this part of the quest. Once you reach the top of the stairs, you will find this statue. You can just listen through it.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to one.
This way you'll be able to stay connected with the story, and it will also give you some information about this level. You will find another checkpoint. And you will also find the entrance. Behind these doors, there will be a boss on this level, so we could just go through and try to kill it. Before I do that, I will explore the rest of the map, and I strongly suggest you doing the same. You will find rare monster with some decent drop. And you will also find another group of rare monsters. You will also find the Haliani gates, so this is basically the progression throughout the quest. However, we haven't killed that boss on a level yet. As you can tell, that boss is optional, and we'll go back and kill it and just go through the gates. We press on the seals around the boss. This will release the boss and initiate the fight. Okay, look, Balbala is optional boss at this stage. You can always come back and tackle her later when you do feel a little bit stronger, because she is pretty tough. However, once you kill her, she will give access to the trials, so I will give it a go and try to kill her.
So that's my reward for freeing you.
Out of this boss you will get your Balbala's Barra, I hope this is what you call it. So this is basically your access to the trials of Sehimas in Act 2. Once you complete those trials you will be able to get access to your Ascendancy class, so we'll talk about it when we get there. For now we can go back out and just travel to the gates through the checkpoint. Better get rid of this spider so we don't get killed. From here we just keep continuing through our quest line, and basically we're just trying to open the gate to get through to our next quest. We just travel on top of this building. You will have to summon Asala so she can open the gates while you're fighting. At this point of the game you may find that difficulty increases, so make sure you always go back to town and keep improving your armor and weapons so you can continue through these quests a lot easier. Sometimes you find the armor that says, if you pay attention to a few modifiers, it will say increase rarity of items found. I believe this is pretty good modifier that I would just equip straight away. It will help me find better items, better weapons and better armor to get through this game easier. Of course it should be not underpowered, it should be not much worse than your existing items. So I can look over here and I can see there's only 56 evasion rating compared to 57 evasion rating on my older helmet. However, I have quality upgraded on this helmet, so this basically what gives me a little bit higher evasion rating, which is okay. We can upgrade quality of this item as well once we salvage our old helmet at the bench. By now, if we open our stash, you can see that I have already collected few really good items over here, few good materials, so I could actually go ahead and upgrade some of my armor. I could also make some sockets for my runes. However, at this stage of the game, I don't want to waste them too much, and I don't want to use them until I find the armor that I think I want to improve, and I will be wearing this for a fair bit of time. The game difficulty will be the main indicator whether you want to upgrade your armor now or leave it or keep your materials till later. If I can still go through all these monsters reasonably easy, I will just save on those materials and keep them till later. But if I find that I can't really kill them easy and I keep dying, this indicates to me that I need to actually improve my armor and my weapons. Throughout Halanis Gate you will find this another sort of gate points where you just go through, means you're going in the right direction. If you explore the rest of the map, you will find a checkpoint with some rare monsters over here. Okay, once you find another checkpoint and go across the bridge, you will find the boss. You will find Jamandra, the Rising King, where you meet him for the first time. Little spoiler, even after the boss fight, we cannot really defeat him fully. He will run away and we will meet him again at the end of Act 2. So this is going to be our final boss in Act 2. For now, we just try to fight him and do our best to survive and try to kill him. Once you kill those minions, and you can tell he's gone. Don't worry, we will catch up with him later in the game and we'll manage to finish him off. For now, we just go down the stairs. Once you get down the stairs, you just follow Asala. Okay, so basically she tells you it's the wind is too strong, we cannot continue, so we need to go back to Caravan and talk to Zarka. While we're back here, we just talk to Zarka. She will give you Unscut Skill Gem level 7. And also she will tell you that you need to collect the components to build the horn. With that magical horn, you can get rid of that wind, so you can continue through the quest. So for now, if we just go back to our desert map, before we speak to Asala, and now you can see we got new quest points on our map. Alright, so now we can just travel around and continue collecting those components so we can build that horn eventually. And also at this point you can see that we got access to the trial of Sekimas. I suggest you go in there and try to complete the trial, so this way you can gain some additional skills that will help you throughout the campaign. At this point you see you've got quite a lot of quests. Don't get too stressed about it, you will complete them one by one quite easily. And here you get to the trial for the first time in your game. Keep in mind you will always be able to come back to this trial once you find more of the keys. So basically once you get to this relic altar, you just click on it.
I will serve.
And it will bring Balbala. So it's the boss that you killed previously. Once you talk to her,
As Jin.
she will give you one of the relics.
War Knights.
I will explain you briefly what this relic's for. So when you press on the relic altar, you'll find there will be some slots over here available. So you basically can place your relic over here, and if you read through, it will increase 7% of your maximum life. Unfortunately, in this trial, our life is not what matters the most. Once we get over there, I will explain to you a little bit more. For now, we only have one relic, so we can just place it there and press confirm.
I'm unsure what I've gotten myself into here.
I suggest you to empty your inventory so you have plenty of room for the items that you find. And also we've got Uncut Skill Gem level 7 from Zarka. So we get access to our skills level 7 for the first time. So by now you did figure out that skills can separate on different groups. So you can see on the left we've got our cold damage and wind damage and also poison damage. Because in this tutorial we go lightning build, we're gonna continue with our lightning skills. And because I'm not using this snipe skill a lot, to be honest, I don't really like it. It's quite slow, and also you're not gonna hit it 100% of times. I will replace it so I keep concentrated on my main skill line, which is lightning. And I can put my snipe into my stash. So you can keep your skills just like any other items in your stash until you decide to use them or try different builds of your character. Okay, once you enter your trials, you will find different types of trials ahead of you. This one's basically once you pull the trigger, you'll just have to survive. You need to kill the specific enemy within those time frames. So we have another 45 seconds to kill the enemy. We just need to find which one. Over here. So this one is a special enemy which we need to kill. Okay, so once you killed it, the gate opens. So here's another thing that I need to explain to you, which is, so the honor is basically your life throughout the trial. If it runs down to 0, you're done. So you will be able to refill your honor before some trial starts. So you will see this sort of pawns where you can just press on them and refill your honor. But once you get to this point, you will be choosing between the trials you will be taking. So I suggest you going with a key. So this is your main subjective, because once you get to the end of the trial, you will be able to use these keys to open chests and get items and materials. But you have to manage between them. Because if you run out of honor, you will fail the whole trial and you will not use your keys anyways. So you got to be sort of careful. If you run low on your honor, you will probably better to choose the trial that has the water fountain after the trial, so you can refill your honor. I will go ahead and try to collect these keys. Once you choose your trial, the gate will open. And you will find different type of trials. So this one, for example, you just need to kill these enemies that hold these gates open. This sort of trials, you don't have any specific time to complete them, but you need to manage your honor. So try to not let them hit you and dodge them, so you can keep your honor full or as high as possible. Once you fail, don't stress too much about it. You will find more keys so you can complete these trials more. They can be quite challenging if you enter them for the first time, but once you get hand of them, you will get better at them.
You will have another chance.
So yeah, as I said, like once you use all your honor throughout the trial, unfortunately you will die. Doesn't matter even if you have your full life. So for the sake of this tutorial, I did enter the trial. I knew I wasn't ready enough yet, so this is just basically what happens, but don't stress. Once you go back, and whilst you can talk to Balbala again, and she will give you another key, which you can use again and again. For the first time, until you complete your trial, you will get this key every time you die from Balbala, but once you completed the trial for the first time, you will not get the key again. So you will have to get them from the monsters throughout the Act 2, okay? So for now, it's okay, you can just go ahead and try again and again, because you're gonna get this key again and again. Also, throughout the trial, you will be finding more relics that you can go back to Caravan and identify them, and also you can use them so they can help you to get through the trial. Okay, so you just place them as we've done before in Relic's place. However, they come in different shape and form. So this one takes 3 slots, as you can tell, but we only have 2 available, so we can't use it at the moment. I will go back to town, prepare myself so I can tackle this trial again and hopefully get through it this time. Okay, as you can see, I just went back to Caravan and improved myself a little bit. So I've added some extra slots to the bow and added some runes that I had in the stash. I have also purchased another helmet. So this is basically what you need to do if you get to the point in a game where you cannot move further, where you're dying or you cannot complete the trials, for example. I'm not gonna babysit you through all of those steps, how to do it. We have spoken about it before in previous parts. But yeah, you just basically go and see what weapons and what armor is available, you know, to help you run through the campaign or through the trials easier. So we just go ahead and place the key, and We don't have any more relics at this point, so we'll just confirm and give it another go. You will find some restoration water throughout the trial. If your honor is full, I'm not suggesting you to go and waste it, so you can recover your honor later on through the trial. And same thing here, if you feel like you can complete next stage by picking up the key, in this case it's a silver key, you can go ahead and go with the key, or otherwise you can go through the trial where you'll have water fountain at the end, so you can restore your honor. I will go with the key. So if you have trial like this, try to get rid of those gatekeepers first. So far our honor is full, which is great, so we can just continue through the trial. And don't forget to collect the sacred water throughout the trial. Once you get through this trial, you can pick up the key and continue through the trial. And so on, you just keep choosing your next trial. So I can go through here or through here, and you can see what the differences it makes. Throughout the trials, you don't have the stash that you could empty your inventory, and you cannot leave the trial to go to caravan to empty your inventory. So make sure you just keep hold of the best items that you have. Otherwise, the bad ones you can just drop off on the floor. In this type of trial, you just need to find the way to the main gate. So you just run through the trial and find levers that you can open the gates in order to find your final gate. So you will need to find these levers to be able to open the gates. So once you open the gate, you just continue through the trial and try to find the exit. Once you find the main gate, the trial is complete. So you can just run through, pick up your key, and choose your next trial. This one is one of the easiest type of trials. Once you click on this, it will show you the way for another one. So you can just run throughout the map and collect all of them, and then you just go to your final gate. The time matters here, so you need to find it quite quickly. You don't have to kill all the monsters on your way, you can just run past and then clear them after that. However, if you feel like you have enough time, you can just kill them. You can plan ahead the trials you select, so if I want to pick up another silver key, I go through over here. If I go this way, this will not let me pick the silver key because I'll have to go through here and through here to the final trial. So I will go this way. We've done this before. This is just the main, you just kill the gatekeepers in this trial. I think this type of the trials we've got on the one gate, but it's got more difficult monsters over here. I found it one of the easiest trials out there. And here we can proceed to our final boss trial. So in this last final trial, you will find the boss. Once you kill him, you'll be able to complete the trial. Boss over here, he deals quite a lot of fire damage. We need to make sure we stay away from that and dodge that as much as possible. We need to stay on top of our life, but also our honor. Because remember, if our honor goes to 0, we fail the trial. So do your best to avoid damage from him. Of course, it does get harder towards the end of the fight, He does cast more spells, so you'll find a lot of different things flying around if you're trying to kill you. Mostly it's the fire damage and ignite damage, so make sure you equip your charms for the fire damage before you go to this fight. As you can see, he deals quite a lot of damage, especially towards the end. When you get very excited to kill him, he can kill you very easy. Anyway, we did manage to kill him, which is great. Find this final room over here. So here what our key is used for. Okay, so your bronze keys, we collected 3 bronze keys and 2 silver keys, so we can use them for these chests, so we can open them and find some great materials. Last but not least, once we complete our first trial, we get access to our ascendancy. So this is basically, you can look at it as in some other RPGs like a profession. So here you can find the other skills. I suggest you carefully investigate through them, because this is something that you cannot revert. You cannot go back and choose another one. So once you choose one, you're stuck with it for the rest of the game. So I suggest you investigate, read through all the skills that you will be able to learn, and also what fits your style. Once you choose your way, you just press Ascend. So once you go back to your passive skill tree, you'll see in the middle over here, you gained all these skills available. You can learn them when you gain ascendancy points, and you can gain them through completing the trials in the game. It's up to you how you want to use your points. In my case, I will learn mark effects first, so I can deal more damage when I place mark on enemies. Once you've done that, you go back and talk to Balbala, and this way you complete your trial. When you talk to Balbala, you can also refund your passives. So basically, you just use your gold to refund any of the skills that you think you've done mistake and you want to learn something else. You can always refund them, so don't stress too much about it. Once you talk to Balbala, I suggest you empty your inventory to your stash, so you can go through these boxes and you have enough room to collect the materials that come out of them. So this is basically how your trials in the game work. You can come back always and complete this one again once you find those keys to enter the trial. Just remember, once you complete the trial for once, you don't have access to those free keys once you died again. So you will find throughout the campaign the keys that you can use once. Once you died, you'll have to find another one to be able to enter the trial. Once you came back to the caravan, you will see that your quest to complete the trial has gone. So now you have less quests to stress about. Now you just go and empty your stash, gain material from all of those items that you have found, and continue throughout your quest. Just travel to your desert map and travel to Keth. Once your caravan stops, you just enter Keth and discover throughout the location. So from here you just basically continue to collect all the components to be able to put your horn together. Here you will find rare monster Kabbalah. She is pretty tough, but once you kill her, she will give you another book of specialization, so you can get another 2 skill points to your passive skill tree. Also you will find stairs where you'll find a lot of gold and rare chest. Once you find another checkpoint, you will find the entrance to the Lost City. Enter the Lost City, and as per usual, just discover throughout the location. You will find Halani Shrine, where you will find another checkpoint and the entrance to the boss. Once you kill the boss, in the room next to it you will find Halani, the water goddess. Once you talk to her, she will ask you to stop her suffering. You just go and pick up the fire and ignite the goddess. She will thank you and will give you another quest item. You get the essence of water, you just take it back to Zarka.
There was a goddess? I will tell your tale.
After that, you just go back to your desert map and navigate through it to collect the rest of the components for the horn. From there, you will go to Mastodon Badlands. You just go through the Badlands, same, discover the perimeter of the map, you will find the boss. Actually, you will find 2 bosses at this location. The fight can be quite difficult. I suggest you to kill the witch first, and then you'll stay with the monster one-on-one. It will be a little bit easier to manage the fight after that. I will show you the fight itself, so you can watch and understand how to kill these 2, because as I said, it can be quite difficult. Once you kill the boss, you will find another quest item that you'll have to take to Zarka.
These tasks.
After completing this quest, you will have to travel to the Valley of the Titans, where you will find the spot where you can use your relics that you found earlier. And this is another permanent buff in a game. So select carefully because you'll carry it with you throughout the game. After completing a series of events through the Valley of Titans, you will find your final boss for this location, and here's how to kill him. Once you talk to Zarka, you will be able to gain the horn eventually. Then you need to talk to Asala and travel to the Halani Gates. Once you arrive to the Halani Gates, you just go to the nose of your caravan and blow the horn. After that, you go and talk to Shambrin. She will ask you to find the body of Lailuma. You just accept the quest and travel to Desha. Once your caravan stops, just enter the Desha. You will find some rare monsters. Also, you will find the body of the woman. Once you take Lara back to Zarka, you will gain another book of specialization and 2 skill points. And finally, you will find the boss of this location. You will also meet Jamanra for one more time before he pisses off. Next time you see him, you will actually fight him.
Thunderous shot! Storming arrow!
Once you kill the boss, you'll be able to proceed to the last location of Act 2. This location will be quite challenging, I'm warning you, so just be sure you prepare yourself for this last location and your final boss. And here where the real fun begins. This fight is going to take almost 20 minutes. To be able to kill this boss, you need to be really patient and manage your life flasks really carefully. Of course, you will die a few times, so you can learn his skills. If you do find this fight really frustrating, you can go back and watch how I tackle this boss, but enjoy it, okay?
What is ours?
Thunderous shot!
The Paradon is now justice! For my people! The Manacus will pay! We are vengeance! The Manacus will pay! For my people!
Fury!
Of the desert!
Out of mana!
What is ours? For my people! We are vengeance!
No mana! Not ready!
We repay hate in kind!
Storming arrow!
For my people! For my people! people! The Manaketh will pay!
Thunderous shot!
The desert!
I need more mana.
For my people!
We're running out of time. End this. What are you doing?
The beast! Go! I don't have time for this! Sand! Bend to my will! Impede my enemy! Our gift to you! The era of the Faradun is now! Of hate! The Manifest will pay! The Manifest will pay! Wings!
Fury!
Our gift to you! The era of the Faradun is now! Our gift to you! Fall, damn you! The era of the Faradun is now! The Manaketh will pay! Fall, damn you! Our gift to you! The Manaketh will pay! Take our hate!
No mana.
I call the winds! Of hate! The era of the Faradun is now!
Fury!
Our hate! The era of the Faradun is now! Ten thousand spears! Our gift to you! I will grind you into dust! The Manaketh will pay! Ten thousand spears! 10,000 spears! Our gift to you! The Mannequin will pay! 10,000 spears! Our gift to you! The Paladin is now!
I need more mana.
We will blot out the sun! You will be forgotten! Force of hate!
I need more time.
We will blot out the sun! Force of hate! We will blot out the sun! Hate! You will be forgotten! The Mannequin will pay! Take our hate! The Mannequin will pay! The era of the Faradun is now!
Fury!
The era of the Faradun is now! Hate! Forge of hate! I will erase you! The Mannequin will pay! Our gift to you! Endless hate! I call the winds! The Mannequin will pay! Take our hate! You will be forgotten! The Faradun is now! The era of the Faradun is now! Our gift to you! The Mannequin will pay! Hate! Of hate! I will erase you! The Mannequin will pay! The Mannequin
If you got yourself to this point, please don't die.
die! Ulasakama!
Well done. That was one of the biggest challenges for me in this game, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Then you go and talk to Asala.
Yet.
For some reason she takes all the credit.
I return you to the embrace of death!
You just need to find Hooded, talk to him. He will reveal that he is God. Oh, what a surprise. And this is pretty much the end of your Act 2.
The beast has grown too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal.
Do you feel the same after killing that bastard? I think that was the toughest challenge so far in this game. And well done if you did so. You are a legend of Path of Exile 2. Anyway, well done, you completed your Act 2, so now you can move on to Act 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please subscribe to my channel and hit like on this video, and I will see you in the next one.